Time to relive some nostalgia, boys. So we're gonna open up a booster box of Metal Raiders 25th anniversary. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be losing my money considering the price I paid for this box, but you know what? I wanted to open up some Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm tired of quarter century bonanza. None of the modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets really interest me for the prices that they are. Like, there's a couple of great sets, but I was like, you know what? I want to relive some nostalgia. And I haven't opened up the Metal Raider set yet. Like, I've opened up quite a bit of the IOC and the Legend of Blue Eye, but Metal Raider is not so much. And I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't mind an ultra rare summon skull. I wouldn't mind a beautiful Gate Guardian, even Thousand Dragon, Solemn Judgment. I wouldn't mind any of those cards. So we're going to open this up. We're going to see if we can get anything groovy out of it. So let's go ahead and just go through these packs. We're going to be kind of quick on it. There's not a lot of cards that you guys haven't seen before, so no point in like stopping and talking about every card we see. Although I am going to say that I am a big fan of the Dark Elf, so much so that I think I'm going to keep a copy for the binder. She is a beautiful card. I think she was one of the first times where I realized I really liked the spellcaster type. Mega Thunderball, interesting. Protector of the Throne, Big Eye, Robin Goblin, Leo Gun, Pumpkin, Larvae Moth, and Blast Juggler. Speaking of Larvae Moth, Petite Moth getting a QCR is insane. It almost makes you think that Konami actually is acknowledging Ruxin with that one. Musician King, a classic. I remember him in the anime. They made him seem so much more badass than he was. Shield and Sword, Guardian of the Labyrinth, Block Attack, Cybersaurus, and Queen's Double. Don't know if there was anything good in that pack, but like with the commons, I don't know what commons in this set are like remotely decent. Mystic Lamp, shout out to, ooh, Petite Moth, there he is. Shadow Ghoul. So if Shadow Ghoul's number 3 or number 4 in the pack, that means we got our first foil. Ooh, Solemn Judgment. That's a nice first hit. Battle Steer, Ancient Brain, 7-color fish, the first 1800 I remember encountering in this card game. Solemn Judgment, beautiful hit. Very classic card. It's crazy because, like, when I was dueling as a kid, I don't remember many of the tournament players using Solemn Judgment. Like, Solemn Judgment seems like one of those hindsight cards. Like, it's hindsight that it was good, right? Like, back in when we were kids, like, paying half your life points to just stop one thing didn't really seem worth it. And now, it's like you go back and you play this old format, and you're actually gonna want to pay those life points to avoid your opponent going off. White Magical Hat. I remember this guy, too. If you inflict battle damage, your opponent discards one. I remember giving him like Axe of Despair and just going ape shit on like my friends as a kid. Beam. Cards always creep me out. The reason it creeps me out is because of his eye being like bloodshot. Like he's a drug addict. Soul Release, Great Moth, Battle Steer, Dream Clown, Cybersaurus, and Thunder Dragon. I believe Thunder Dragon's one of the short printed commons in the set. And at one point in time, probably before reprints, it ended up being pretty expensive. Tremendo Fuego, classic burn card. Combinary Attack, another classic short print. Muka Muka. And, oh, all right, that's a classic. Black Skull Dragon. I will take that. Oh my goodness. That is a really cool hit. If you want to talk about classic cards, Black Skull Dragon is definitely one. Oh my goodness. Probably not going to be a valuable ultra rare, but a cool one nonetheless. Magician of Faith, a very nice rare to get there. Man. I'm hoping that you can get more than 2 ultra rares, or at least us seeing our ultra rares so early means that we might have a secret. Because, man, to be fair though, there are some really cool super rares in the set. Like there's Karibo, there's Kazagen, Suijin, and Sangha. So there are some really cool supers in the set as well. But hitting our 2 big hits early, a little on the disappointing side. Song of the Thunder as our first super rare. Nice. We got Battle Steer, Dream Clown, Jellyfish, and Gazelle. Sanga's a pretty cool one. I think my favorite personally has always been Suijin. I think it's because when I was a kid, I built a deck thinking Suijin was cool. And he was the one I had. I didn't have Sanga or Kazajin. Oh, I forgot Heavy Storms in this set. That's a good one. Another Thunder Dragon. Nice. Heavy Storm, a classic Spell and Trap Destruction card. Will probably always be banned. We gotta definitely say that we hit some pretty cool supers. But we're still gonna hope that we get... Oh, we got a secret rare. Oh, damn it. It wasn't Gate Guardian. But you know what? I will take it. A 1000 Dragon secret rare. Very nice. Was really hoping for Gate Guardian. But 1000 Dragon's cool. Very, very off-center, though. So, like, if I was to grade any of these cards, that would be the last one I would choose to grade. Because that's very, very, very off-center. Like, noticeably off-center. Fake Trap. I remember that card. It was a card that, like, when as a kid, I couldn't understand what it did. Like, it was one of those cards I just could not understand the usefulness of. And it always dumbfounded me that it was a Sangan. It always dumbfounded me that it was a rare, too. Because when I was a kid, I always associated rare with good cards. Like, if it had shiny letters, or if it had a shiny picture, it had to be good. Right? So, like, Mushroom Man number 2, Steel Scorpion. Like, I would look at those cards immediately and think they were bad. But then I would look at Mindless Radiant and immediately think it was good as a kid, right? But then, realistically, Dream Clown, so much better than Mindless Radiant, right? Because the nice destruction effect, right? But as a kid, you don't read the effects. You just think, hey, if they made it a higher rarity, it's got to be better, right? Cannon Soldier. Now, on the other hand, Cannon Soldier was a rare card that was insanely broken. So yeah, there are some rares in this set that were insanely powerful. Steel Scorpion, Witch of the Black Forest, another rare that was insanely powerful. Probably one of the cards that's more powerful than a lot of the supers and ultras in this set. Illusionist Faceless Mage, classic Pegasus card. Lava Battle Guard, classic Joey card. Skull Knight, a card that's always looked cool to me. But Tainted Wisdom and Ancient Brain making him always just felt so confusing. Yado Karu, Stem Pack, Harpy Lady, Magician of Faith, so we at least got a foil. Catapult Turtle, ooh, another classic. I mean, he's so classic that he can launch Gaia, the Dragon Champion, into the sky and destroy a castle. Beautiful card. Definitely going to be like one of the cheapest ones because I know the Retro Pack has a copy of that in there as a super rare. And it 100% is super easy to pull. So that's probably like a 50-cent card, unfortunately. Alright, at minimum, we should have at least one more super rare in this opening. Elegant Egotist, classic Harpy card. Still played on Harpy decks today. 2 packs remaining. At least one super rare should be here, because it should be 2 and 4. Princess of Sarugi, Skull Knight, Crawling Dragon. Alright, last pack. Can we end with a holo? Shoutouts to Cyber Knight on that one. Yado Karu, Illusionist Faceless Mage, Labyrinth Tank, Stem Pad, Fake Trap, and then Karibo. Oh wow, that one got me a little nervous because we hit the 4th card and it wasn't a rare. So the 5th card being a rare made me think we didn't have our last super rare. Our last super rare being Karibo is pretty nice. So now you guys can probably see why I love this set. The nostalgia bait in this opening is insane. Catapult Turtle, Karibo, Heavy Storm, and Sanga as our super rares. Black Skull Dragon, or as some of us remember him, Beast Skull Dragon. Beautiful ultra rare. Solemn Judgment, an insanely beautiful ultra rare. And then you have Thousand Dragon, a classic secret rare, a beautiful secret rare. And overall, it's a pretty fun opening, right? This is kind of like those one-time buys, like, hey, let's just relive some nostalgia, relive some childhood memories. But at $69.99, it's probably not a box worth opening unless you pull like the most insane box and the most well-centered box possible to create everything that you get. Because realistically, it's one of those products that's just a better sealed investment. You know what I mean? But I had fun. I relived some nostalgia, and hopefully you guys watching relive some nostalgia with me too. If you want to see more great Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon and other great TCG content, subscribe to the Card Game Nomad to catch some more of my future videos. Don't forget to click that bell icon so that way you don't miss an upcoming upload. And as always, guys, remember to keep it classy and stay awesome.